finally chosen what university I'd like to go to. It's going to be the one to the north of us here, Wilmore Tech. But having to think about your moneyless butt still being in this house is not a great thing for me. It's actually been annoying me so much lately that I can't focus on my future anymore, so let's do something about you. Why don't you start thinking about leaving soon? I'm sure my dad isn't even interested in you anymore, right? Cora? Why would you say something like that out of nowhere? Congratulations on getting accepted by the school you've been wanting to go to, but what's with you acting so rudely right now to me? This all is not just coming from nowhere, okay? I want to know, actually, why have you still been living here with us? I get that you and my dad are married to one another, but that relationship you guys had is long gone now. He's no longer happy with what you've been doing. And you are getting in the way of the amazing life my dad and I could be living with each other right now. So I'm asking that you go away right now. Why do you think I'm the one getting in the way of that so-called amazing life with your dad? From what I've felt, you've been better off having me around than the life you had with just your dad before, especially with the choices he's been making recently. I understand that you and him married, making you my mother on a technical level, but you're not really my mom. You're nothing to me, actually. Not family, not a friend. You're nothing. Now you get out of my dad's penthouse right now. Your dad's penthouse? Is he the one that asked you to tell me all this? I haven't been causing problems for you two so far, right? And I have most certainly not been getting in the way of you and your dad's life together. I have no clue why you'd say something like that to me right now, but aren't you aware that you might be a little confused here? I haven't misunderstood anything so far. I know everything about you already, so no need to try lying to me. You know everything about me? What all do you know then? Because so far what you've been saying is wrong, and it's all become very concerning for myself. I know one thing about you is that you use up all of my dad's money, and that's why he hasn't been able to give me any more money as my allowance. He's told me how much you love to go shopping and how you always spend too much on groceries every week. Huh? What do you mean? As far as I'm aware, I rarely ever go out to shop for things besides food because I never have the time to. And when it comes to buying food, the only reason I have to buy so much is because your dad is eating all the time. Please, I meant what I meant. Are you not able to understand even the most basic of English? It's so wonderful that a stupid hag like you was able to marry a man like my dad. Because of that, you've been given such a relaxing life where you don't have to do anything. Had it not been for him, these past 5 years of your life would have been hell, having to try and manage all by yourself. Had my dad married a competent woman, then I'm sure you'd be out there on the streets begging for money with a little coffee cup. I believe it's because of my own actions that I have the life I'm living now. I wouldn't say much of this is thanks to him. Actually, as of right now, the only thing your dad is giving me and this relationship is his cold shoulder. Wow. So you don't even know what all you should be greatly thankful for right now. Well, as you could already tell by now, I have hated living in this place with you. But for the longest time now, there was nothing I could do about it, so I've kept most of those feelings to myself. I'm no longer able to keep them to myself now, though. I don't want to be around you anymore in this penthouse. So if you're now aware of the pain and trouble you're causing my dad and I, you should get out of this place, right? No, I'm not going to be leaving this place. You really are one stubborn old hag. This is my own house, so I'm not going to just get up and leave because you've asked me to. If you are really wanting me to be the one to leave this house for you, then I'll make sure to stop making payments on this place and end my contract here. I don't plan on doing something like that, and I hope I won't have to either. You are the worst hag I have ever come across. Why do you keep talking about me like that? For 5 years now, I've been the one taking care of all your needs, right? While you've been in middle and high school, I've been the one taking care of you instead of your dad. And when it came to all of your events, I've been the one there cheering you on. So why are you treating me so poorly right now when I've done nothing but love and take care of you? Because you have been taking all that money my dad earns and using it all on yourself. There's no way I'm going to keep letting someone like that take advantage of my dad, okay? So that's where the confusion is. You happen to want money from your dad, and so you went asking about it. And when he told you it was my fault you aren't able to get any, you got upset with me. Well, let me tell you right now, whatever he's gone and told you is all a lie, Cora. Dad would never lie to me, all right? You can just shut your lying mouth up now. You shouldn't be saying things like that to me when I've been very kind to the both of you by letting you live in this penthouse with me. Oh, shut up already. You're the one being allowed to live here because of my dad's kindness. If you don't want to become some stinky old homeless on the side of the street, then hurry up and find yourself a new place to live. If you don't find somewhere soon, then you'll be kicked out of here and have nowhere to go. Excuse me? I've told you already that I'm not going to leave this place. Is that so? Then let me tell you what I'm really thinking. And I'm going to make sure you regret the way you're talking to me. I'm not going to regret a thing. I feel that you really need to figure out the truth right now before you make any stupid moves, all right? What have you been telling your daughter all this time, Carter? I think you need to start telling her the truth before she does something really stupid.
What do you mean start telling her the truth?
You know what I'm talking about. I have no idea why for a while now you've continued to lie to her in order to cover up the truth. But you need to tell her the truth right now. She's your daughter, and she deserves to know, right? Are you not embarrassed to be lying like that to her? I'm embarrassed hearing about how you've lied to her so far.
You can calm down now. She happens to be my daughter, so I'm the one who gets to decide what course she's on.
What course she's on? What kind of course are you trying to set her on with all those lies about you and I? You're making me look like the bad guy over here.
And what's wrong with that?
What?
Her and I are doing really well together right now. So why does it matter that I tell a few lies about you here and there? If anything, you're the outsider in this family, so you don't have a say in the life I have with her anyway.
Is that right? So there's no point in trying to help you here, is there? Understood. Then you can go ahead and keep telling her whatever you'd like. But I'm going to start doing what I want as well. I just handed in your guys' divorce papers. What? I have the right to do something like that for my dad, right? I am his daughter, after all. Now, I want this parasite out of the house right now. I have been telling you that what you think is going on has not been true. Trying to kick me out of this place is not going to work for you or for your dad, so you should have just stopped when I told you that. It's not going to work? I think this will work in ridding this house of you for good. The divorce has already happened now, so you're nothing more than a stranger again to my dad and I, which means you'll have to leave this house, right? I've not made any mistakes here because I'm not the one who's been confused this whole time. You have made a mistake, though, and this whole time you've been very confused about everything. Just stop it already with all that talk and leave. You're the one that my dad has been letting live in his penthouse this whole time, you hag. The courthouse has already processed the divorce papers, so you can go already. Your dad's going to be the one leaving this place then. What? You have really been pissing me off with all that talk there. I am done playing the nice parent, considering I'm no longer your parent in your eyes now. I never thought that the girl I've been kind enough to house and raise these past 5 years would hand in our divorce papers like that. But you really went and did it, didn't you? I've been saying that this whole time, haven't I? Which means it's all over for you. All over for me? Right. I'm pretty sure it's all over for you guys, though. What did you say? Thank you so much for taking the time to hand in our divorce papers for me. I'm thankful for that. So now that means you two need to get out of my place. What are you talking about? You probably won't understand what I'm talking about until after you're kicked out of the place. Also, considering that you just divorced your dad and I, that makes you a stranger to me as well. To be honest, I've thought of you as a stranger all this time. Were you aware that I was the one planning to pay for you to go to college? And have been the one paying for all of your school supplies? Huh? Pay for me to go to college? What are you talking about now? I'm going to stop bothering with all that now, and we'll even take back the money I paid in order to get you to graduate. You might have thought you had the upper hand here, but it's because of me that you were finally given a decent life to live. But the fact that you haven't even realized any of that yet, oh, you poor little thing. What is all of this about? All I'm hearing from you is some of the most stupid talk I've ever heard. You really think I'm going to listen to anything you're telling me right now? I know that my dad has been the one allowing you the chance to live a decent life. Trying to lie to me about all of that again isn't going to help you any. Lying to you? If you really still believe that I'm lying to you, then why not go ask your dad about this? Come on now, just shut up and leave this place already. Thank you again for handing in those divorce papers for me. And so because of that, I would like the two of you to please leave my penthouse. I feel really bad for you though, so I'll give the two of you a day to pack things up. But if you're not out of there by the end of the day tomorrow, then I'm going to call the police on you guys for trespassing. What the hell is all of this? You have no right or way of kicking us out of our own place. And I'm sure it's not only you who thinks that, right? What? What do you mean? I'll go and let your dad know about this right now for you. You and I have nothing else to talk about now. And once you and your dad are out of my house, I don't want you to ever talk to me again. Is that clear? I'd love for that. I never want to talk to you again anyway. And just know it's not us that will be leaving our house. It's going to be you and your lying mouth. One other thing, don't ever think of me as your mom again either. I'm sure you've never thought of me as your mother since you act like this now, but I just want to make sure you're aware of that. This is all to make sure you never bother me again. And of course, there will be no more money coming from me after this. I've never once cared to think of you as anything besides the housemaid. And I promise I'll never talk to your butt again. I'm going to get all the money I've paid out for your graduation and such back, so you'll have to pay that all somehow. Perhaps you can ask your lovely dad to pay all of that for you. Say whatever you'd like, you old hag. I already know you paying for my schooling and all of that is one fat lie, so just shut up if you understand that. Sure, as long as you want to continue believing that this is all in fact a lie. I've only been trying to tell you the truth this whole time, but soon you'll find out the truth. Goodbye forever now, Cora. Please leave for me by the end of the day tomorrow. Wait, we've really been kicked out of the house? What the hell is going on here? Do something about this. How am I supposed to do anything to help if you're saying that place isn't my home? Now, I told you yesterday to leave the place by the end of the day today, right? If anything, you should be happy that I've given you a day to get out instead of just throwing you and all your things out of my house. So, what's the problem here? You know that this is a huge problem. I was just kicked out of our house. Why the hell am I being kicked out of there for no reason? Your dad already talked with you about this, so you should understand by now. What have they been teaching you guys in school if not basic English comprehension? Well, to reiterate for you, that house is mine, not yours. My house. And today, I asked for the security of that building to go up and manage you both. I told them that you no longer have the right to live there with me and to escort you both away. I was right to do that, wasn't I? I heard from Dad that you weren't lying to me, and that's why we've been kicked out of the house, but are you serious? So you're telling me this whole time I wasn't being told the truth? Not being told the truth? About what? I've told you the truth about everything and never tried to hide anything from you or your dad. The only problem was that you never bothered listening to me, instead labeling all that I was talking about as a lie. Or perhaps, could it be that your dad has been lying to you this whole time? You've always believed everything your dad has told you, right? I told you the truth about him, though, didn't I? There is absolutely no way my dad is unemployed right now. Why would my dad ever lie to me about something like that? Awesome. So you've finally come around to realizing that your dad is in fact jobless at the moment. It's been a year now since your dad lost his job. I want to know I've been lied to. Why would he have any reason to lie to me about something like that? To protect his pride is what his reasoning was. I'm sure it would be embarrassing for him. Having to tell his own daughter that he's a failure and a dick. Are you calling my dad a failure and a dick now? I am. Are you going to fight me about it? I sure as hell am. You're talking about my dad like that. Let me tell you right now that I no longer care about you or your dad's feelings. Any love that I did have for you both now is gone and replaced by ice. You wanted for this though, right? You were the one that wanted the divorce after all. But no worries, as I've been longing for a divorce myself. Huh? Are you being serious about that right now? But the only reason I never went and divorced him was for your sake. Why mine? I cared about you having an education. To be honest, I've hated your dad for a long time now, and for various reasons. This whole year, he's not been working any and has been cheating on me with other women. And when it comes to the way he uses my money, it's atrocious. But if I were to divorce him because of any of that, then you would most definitely not be able to pay for college. Your dad has no way of paying for your graduation or next step. I felt bad leaving you with him as your only parent, and that's why I put up with his crap. I really thought that I could put up with everything until your graduation, but I was wrong. You're lying, right? Is that all true? I never heard anything about all of that. But I told you that everything I'm saying is the truth. So you're telling me all of this was because you've been thinking of me? That's what I'm saying. Stop acting like this is all beyond reality for you or something. That's just rude. But I guess at this point it is beyond reality. You were the one that went and handed in the divorce papers, so there's no way to help you now. But I had no idea about what was really going on with you. And that's your problem, right? That all has nothing to do with me now. Right now, I've just had 2 huge weights lifted off my shoulders, and I'm feeling really lucky. Oh, wait a second. Don't say something like that at a time like this. So, what's going to happen with my tuition and graduation? Am I still going to be able to go to college? I was planning to pay for your first year there. But I no longer plan on giving you any money for school, as you're not my responsibility now. Then, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to you? Get a job and pay for all that yourself. That, or you can force your dad to get off his ass and get some work done again. You can't say that! Like I was saying before, your dad never paid for any of your school supplies. I was the one that did all that, but I'm not sure why I did all of that now. Like I said, I'm going to take back the money I gave to pay for your graduation. So there was no reason to pay for your supplies to learn in high school in the first place, right? Huh? Are you freaking kidding me? You've already paid for me to graduate and everything? Oh, you'd be a real dick if you took that money back. Then what's going to happen to me after, with college and all that? I'm not going to be able to pay for all that. I know that. You can't pay for any of that, especially in your current situation. But that's something your dad and you are going to have to figure out now. You guys ruined the relationship I was willing to have with you two, so now it's on your shoulders to fix things. Just do your best and get a job. Well, actually, before that, you two are going to need to find a house, right? We don't have anywhere to live, so how are we supposed to carry on? Where the hell are we supposed to go now? Hey, I don't care about any of that, actually. What? Why do you keep asking me for help? Go and ask that wonderful dad of yours to help you figure all that out. You both are just strangers to me, nothing more. A family issue like that should be resolved within the family. I have nothing else to talk with you about now. Wait, you're a part of this family, though. Excuse me? Do you have any idea what you just said to me? You really have a crazy brain inside that head. Stop saying ridiculous things like that. I'm not crazy. Just yesterday, we were both living our lives normally as a family, right? And you were still married to my dad, right? Yet now you're just acting like we're nothing to you. Don't you feel like a monster for acting like that right now? A monster? I'm not really sure what you're trying to get at there, but what about yourself? You were the one that handed in divorce papers in order to get your own parents divorced. And you were so happy to see me become homeless because of it, right? I'm sure I was all happy about that then. Not sure. You were acting all happy about that. If you just took a look at what you told me yesterday, you'd understand that, right? I know you're still just a child and all, and that's why I wanted to give you a good start when it came to being an adult. I was trying my best to take care of you because your disgraceful dad couldn't be bothered to. But in the end, the only person you ever listened to was your lying dad. Everything I tried to do for you all this time was for nothing, I see. Wait, but I didn't think things would end up this way for all of us. I just assumed it was because of my dad that things were going so well between us. And when he told me you were taking his money, I thought he was telling me the truth. And that's led you down this path of terrible confusion that you were believing all to be real, right? Well, this is how things have ended up for us. You and that moneyless dad of yours will have to go out and find a new house now. And you're going to have to start working in order to pay for school and everything. That's the new life you've just chosen for yourself. Don't say things like that. This was not something I wished for. Well, whatever. I know that I was wrong for all of it now. I'm so sorry for handing in those divorce papers. We can come back in now, right? Huh? What are you talking about now? What? I thought that by apologizing to you that you'd forgive me now. You're not going to? You're asking for my forgiveness? Well, that doesn't matter anymore now that you and I are complete strangers. You will never be allowed back inside my house. The security here will make sure of that. What? So you're really kicking us out of there? We can't come back inside? Good luck with that house hunting. Are you freaking listening to me? Isn't this wonderful? I will no longer be in the way of you and your dad's wonderful life anymore. You can be close to your favorite dad forever now. But of course, your favorite dad happens to be both a complete dick and jobless. Cora tried her best to act as though things were all going to be okay and that her apologies were forgiven, and even tried to force her way back into the building. But before she could even get to the elevator, the security there picked her up and took her back outside the building before locking the doors. And ever since then, she's not tried getting back into my house and had no longer been trying to contact me either. So for her, she's now stuck with the man she trusted so much, realizing now that he is indeed trash. I also got all the money back that I gave her for graduation, so it's not looking like she's going to be at that ceremony. And as for getting into the college she wants, that most likely won't be happening soon either. The only option she has now is to force her dad to work again or find a job herself and hope she can save up any money for her future education. And speaking of her dad, actually, he has still had relations with one of the women he was cheating on me with. So I suppose a third option for Cora would be to have her dad ask that woman for support and money and hope that she's anywhere close to as kind as I was. I guess things didn't really turn out the way Cora wanted after all. But that's what happens when you choose to ignore the open truth. I'm really looking forward to your guys' wedding tomorrow. I'm sure I'll get all emotional over it and probably cry just a bit.
Why would you cry over it? You're the one that's already married, right? I have no idea what would make you want to cry at my wedding of all places.
Well, I'll probably start to remember our past together and all that, which will lead me to crying. I mean, you're 5 years younger than me, and from the moment you were born, I've always thought of you like my baby.
Could you stop saying things like that about me? It's really embarrassing, actually. But I guess I have to thank you for a lot of things. You've always been there for me when I needed someone most, so thank you.
Now you're just trying to get me to cry, aren't you? Thanking me for all that.
But I want to know why you're crying. There's nothing you should be crying about right now. If anything, you should be celebrating me on my big event.
I know I should be, and I will come your wedding day. I'm just going to have to make sure I bring my handkerchief tomorrow is all. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I've never met your fiancé in person before. Actually, I don't think her and I have ever even spoken to one another before.
That's a good point. You were never around back when she came over to see Mom and Dad for the first time. And I guess ever since that day, we never got around to having you come out to see her.
Seems that way. I'm sure it'll be a bit strange to be meeting her for the first time tomorrow, but I'm guessing it'll be alright.
You'll be fine. Brittany's a really calm woman, and she seems to get along with pretty much everyone. So have fun tomorrow, when you both get to talking.
Alright, I will.
I'm sure I'll be super anxious about it tomorrow, but I'll do my best. We as a family have to make sure we're all on good terms with one another, especially since I'll be getting a new sister-in-law.
Don't get so worked up over it. You'll be 100% fine. I want you to have a really fun time at our wedding tomorrow, so please, take it easy.
Well then, I'll do my very best.
Why did you come here? You have no right coming here on this day to show your face to all of us. Are you not embarrassed by what you're doing? Get the hell out of here, you hag!
Hold on a second. What is going on here? What is actually going on with you right now? Why did you do that to me of all people? What's with you coming up to me and slapping me in the face?
Well, maybe it has to do with you being Roger's ex-girlfriend and that you came to his wedding to show your face. What are you thinking? Have you ever tried taking a look at the bigger picture here? No way you came to this place on this specific day by accident.
Ex-girlfriend? You're talking about me? I'm not Roger's ex-girlfriend.
Yes, you are. You sure are his ex, and there's no doubt about it. Who else would it be besides you, of all people? Why the hell has his ex-girlfriend come to our wedding? Ugh, this is beyond crazy to me, and I want you to know that.
Just hold on a second, all right? You have the complete wrong idea about me. Just calm down for a second and let's talk all this through.
You think I'm going to be able to chill out after my man's ex showed up out of the blue?
Are you really the bride for this wedding today? You just made a terrible misjudgment and acted upon it by slapping me in the face and then kicking me out of the wedding hall. Do you not feel as though you went a bit overboard by doing all of that?
You shut up. You're the one that's taken things overboard here. Why the hell did you come here today? Are you here to try and get in the way of my love for Roger or something? I'm sorry that you still have feelings for a guy that doesn't care for you anymore, but get lost, you hag!
Brittany, I am not his ex-girlfriend. I'll keep saying that to you until the end of time if you'd like me to.
Get lost, you hag!
Can you please just give me a second to talk to you about this? You're being way too overbearing over there, and I would like to tell you the truth. I can leave this wedding if that's what you want from me, but before I go for good, can you please just listen to what I have to say about myself? I've been telling you that I am not Roger's ex-girlfriend, so could you please give it a rest? It's frickin' rude. I want you to apologize to me first about slapping me in the face like that, all right?
I saw you cuddling with Roger just a second ago, though.
What? Oh, I was hugging him, yes.
Look, you're confessing to being his ex-girlfriend right now. Did you actually think you were going to squeeze your way out of this one? I know that there's still something going on between you, and I want it gone. If not, I'm only going to take things further with you. He'd better not be cheating on me with you.
I told you you're wrong about all that. He and I have always hugged one another when meeting with each other, so there is no real meaning behind it besides it being a hug. And this time, I was hugging him as a way of congratulating him on having a wedding.
You are so annoying for an ex-girlfriend. I don't give a crap about what you guys have been doing with one another.
Brittany, I am telling you that I am not his ex-girlfriend. Far from one, in fact.
Well, if you're not his ex-girlfriend, then why were you cuddling with him? No matter how you try and think of it, something's not right here.
No matter how you try and think of it, there is no good reason for Roger to be inviting his ex-girlfriend to his wedding.
And that's why I was asking you about it. Why the hell did you come all the way here uninvited to be at your ex's wedding? Do you still not get how crazy you are after that slap? Perhaps I have to hit you even harder to get you to understand.
I can't do this anymore. You're not even listening to me. No matter what I try and say to you, you just seem to keep going back to calling me his ex, and I just don't have the energy anymore for you. Go ahead and keep believing that I'm his ex. You don't seem to have the mental capacity to think things through anymore.
I don't need to think anything through when it comes to you. I didn't ask for my man's ex to come to his wedding and cuddle with him, so get lost already. There is no place here for a depressed and lonely old hag, so go home.
Then take care of my little brother for me, please.
What? Wait a second. What do you mean your little brother?
I'm going to head home now from this circus you're running. I'm sure some people will become really upset, though, when they realize Roger's older sister is nowhere to be found. But I'm not having any fun at this wedding for my brother and his reckless fiancée. Tell Roger to have a great day with you and that I'm out of here.
Wait a second, please. Could this mean that you're Carly?
That's me.
You're Roger's older sister, Carly.
I just told you that's me, right? And I've been saying over and over again that I am not his ex-girlfriend. But you never chose to hear me out on it.
What? So then you really are Carly. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I had heard from Roger before that his ex-girlfriend was older than him, so, well, it looks like I was a little confused is all. I happen to be pretty reckless sometimes, you know.
You happen to be pretty reckless? Just like what I said about you a second ago as well? But let me ask you this. Do reckless people normally go through all the trouble to slap someone they know nothing about? I might have called you reckless myself, but I might have to take that back. You're just an explosive idiot with no control over their emotions.
I'm sorry, Carly. I never meant anything hurtful by doing that. At the time, I was just a little anxious is all. So now that I've had time to calm down, do you think you could maybe come back here? I think you and I should talk about this face to face. The wedding will be starting here pretty soon as well, so if you could hurry back here, we can have a little time to talk.
No, thank you.
What? No, thank you? What? Why not?
You shouldn't have to be asking me why. I hate hearing you ask for me to come back to your wedding after what I just went through with you. Do you even have any idea what you just did to me then? Why are you asking me to come back to your wedding now?
Stop getting so worked up over that and come back here. Me, the bride, is asking you to get your butt back here this instant.
Excuse me? And why do I have to listen to what you want me to do now?
Are you going to keep talking back to me like that just because I made a small mistake? If anything, you're the reason I made that mistake in the first place. Why, if you were his older sister, did you not say something to me sooner? You could tell that I had the wrong idea of you, so you should have tried stopping me sooner. You had no reason to not be stopping me then.
Hold on. Even though you didn't know who I was, your first response shouldn't have been to come and punch me.
Well, I saw you cuddling with my man.
And had you just kept a calm head, you might have seen that we weren't cuddling. We were just hugging as family members do. Both Roger and I have been very close to one another all our lives, and that's why we hug so often. And actually, everyone hugs their family members on a very common basis, so I'm not sure what made you think that was us cuddling. I can't believe you're getting upset with me over something as simple as a hug between brother and sister.
But I didn't know about that at the time. I'm telling you that all you had to do was stop me when you noticed I had the wrong idea of you.
And I told you repeatedly that I wasn't his ex-girlfriend, right? What are you trying to do here, Brittany? Maybe listen to what people are saying next time, you rude witch. It's not my fault that you chose not to ever listen to anything I was saying. And you even went and slapped me in the face, the hardest I've ever been slapped, actually. All I wanted to do today was come and enjoy my little brother's wedding, but instead I had to get assaulted by the bride of all people.
Well, get over it now. I'll apologize to you some more, okay? I'm sorry. That should be enough to get you to forgive me, right?
What do you mean?
Would you please just give it up already? It's time for you to just forgive me now and come back to this wedding. I'm not a bad person like you're trying to think, all right?
A person that jumps to conclusions in an instant and then slaps a person for no good reason isn't a bad person? If you're not the bad person I've been led to believe you are, then show me some proof of you doing good things,
Carly, I told you that all of that was just me getting the wrong idea at the time. You and I are going to become sisters-in-law, so now let's stop all this fighting and make up. You understand that someone like me is not a bad person in any way, right? I think it's best you and I start being good friends now, all right?
No, this is all not all right. I really have no desire to become close to someone like you now.
Why not? You're going to lose all interest in me just because of one tiny little incident between us? How about you have a more open mind for people like me?
What was that? Who do you think you are to be saying something like that to me? I am asking you to please forgive me. I have been apologizing for all of that, all right? Hurry up and please get back to this wedding. It's not a good idea to make such a big deal out of something that was just a simple accident, okay? Don't you feel that Roger will be sad to hear about something like this happening between us? How about you think about him for a change? I don't care how he's going to feel about all this. I'm not going back there. I am asking you to please just stop it with all that pouting and come back here so that we both can make up. It was just one mistake on my part, so let it go already. You and I are both wonderful women, and we should be getting along with one another. All I've learned from how you've treated me today is that we will never be getting along with one another. Now stop trying to win me back over to your side because it's not happening. No, it's not that I'm trying to win you back over. I'm sure you just want to be good friends now, but if everyone at that wedding were to find out about what you did to me, there would be trouble for you, right? You know that when Roger hears about this, things will be intense. And that's why you've started to freak out a bit and want me back there. I was slapped by you really hard today, though. That was just a spasm, per se. I didn't mean anything by that slap, so I'm very sorry for it. Brittany, in this world, there are things that can be dealt with using a simple apology, and things that cannot be dealt with that way. That slap that you hit me with today tore up the inside of my mouth. I was just planning on being with my family today to see my brother get married, and now I'm on my way home with a bloodied mouth. I am never going back to that wedding, no matter how you try and coax me into it. I have said sorry to you so many times now, and you're still not happy with me? I've already gone and told Roger that I'm not going to be at the wedding today. What? You already went and told him about what happened between us? Why the hell would you do something as stupid as that to me? You should have told me you were doing that before going ahead with it. You are so gosh dang annoying. Why don't you stop complaining about everything I'm doing and think about what you've done for a change? As of right now, Roger is very frustrated with you. Hold on a sec. Really? I'm starting to get loads of phone calls from him right now. Is he going to yell at me over what happened? I'm sure he will. And while you're dealing with Roger, I'm going to be calling the police and asking them what I should be doing after you assaulted me. What? The police? You knew this was coming next, right? You slapped me in the face with the force of a punch. The inside of my mouth was torn up by that slap, and I got blood all over my clothes. What you've done to me was a clear example of you assaulting me. Wait, though, you can't be serious about me actually assaulting you. I never meant for that slap to be so powerful that it actually hurt you. I just wanted you to understand how upset I was with you for coming to my wedding as someone I assumed was Roger's ex. That slap was seriously not meant to be that strong. You can keep trying to make up excuses for it, but it's not helping anything. I hope that you'll regret what you did to me. Goodbye now. Wait, Carly! Can't we please just make up and become family? You really want to make up now? What the actual hell do you think you're talking about right now? Did you not just call me a depressed and lonely old hag before? I did, but I know now that all of that was not okay. I do not want for my wedding to Roger to be canceled because of this. And actually, this wedding isn't going to be canceled, right? So please, let's just get over what happened and be nice to one another. Look, it will all be for your brother's sake, right? What happened this time? I really felt your anger from it. And, well, I don't want my little brother being married to someone who thinks that it's okay to just assume things and lash out because of it. He is my cute little brother, and he deserves to be with someone just as cute as him. You and him are not getting married to one another as long as I'm around. What? You're not even wanting us to get married now? But today is the day of our wedding, right? And I really hope that your wedding is stopped from happening here soon. And if it does happen, so be it. Just know that I won't be there to witness it. But if you're not here to do anything about what's happened, this wedding won't happen. Roger is absolutely furious with me right now. I know for a fact now that if you're not here to stop him, this wedding is going to be over with. Do something to make this wedding happen. I don't want to lose everything I've worked so hard for. I'm out of here. You are asking the complete wrong person to help you out right now. You really think I'd be willing to go through all that trouble of saving your wedding after what you did to me? No way. Maybe, from the start, you should have been thinking things through a bit more before you chose to act on your feelings like that. I'm sure that after this, you and I won't be talking again, so have a great rest of your life. But be aware that your wedding is pretty much over with, and you're going to become his next ex-girlfriend. In the end, Roger and Brittany got into a huge argument before having their wedding canceled. Brittany ended up having to deal with the choice he made, and once he announced that the wedding was off, Brittany's parents lost all faith in her as their daughter. Later on, I ended up calling the police on Brittany and told them about how she'd hit me and that I wanted there to be consequences for it. As of right now, the police have been questioning her over what happened and made sure to tell the company she'd been working for about it, making it likely she'll lose her job. And as for myself and my brother, we are planning to have her both pay for the canceled wedding and for the damages she caused to me with that slap. Brittany won't have her parents around her to help her out either, and will be left to find her own way of making up the money to pay everything off. When it comes to how Roger's been feeling after all that happened, he's really glad that I was able to expose the true Brittany to him, and has been thanking me for it every chance that he gets. I'm just glad that we got to find out who Brittany really was as a person before my brother tied the knot to her and walked into what would very well be a miserable future for all of us in the family.
Ella, I heard that your father's life is in danger. Hi, Charlotte. Unfortunately, yes. The doctor said that he only has about a week left. Oh, wow, I am so sorry. Thank you for your concern. I'm sure my father will be pleased to hear this. He is rich, right? Are you going to get a good amount of inheritance? What? Oh, you don't need to hide anything. Your father is rich, so he has lots of savings, right? Why does it matter to you? You understand that you married my son, right? I'm your mother-in-law, so it's common sense for you to listen to me. About what? About the inheritance. My husband didn't leave any for me, so now it's my chance. You're talking about how it's your chance, but you're not going to even get a penny. Listen to me. You are going to take care of Justin and I from now on, so that means that the inheritance will be mine. Did you contact me because you wanted to ask about this and not about my dad? Are you serious? That's because I only met him once, so why should I worry about him? You are full of shit, Charlotte. Excuse me. Are you trying to pick a fight with me? What, a fight? I'm just being honest here. I'm pretty sure anyone would feel the same way. You are so rude. Anyways, all I'm going to say is that you won't get a penny. If you have a problem with this, why don't you talk to Justin about it? Oh, don't be so cocky. You're the one that's being cocky. Oh, you know what? You're pissing me off. Yeah, whatever. I need to go back to my dad's hospital room now, so please go talk to Justin.
Can you explain to me about the inheritance again? My mom is misunderstanding something.
Yeah, I've been getting weird texts from her. I'm not surprised she's still thinking that she's getting the inheritance.
I'm so sorry about this, Ella.
It's okay. I'm actually glad that you're not like her. And also, it's my dad's decision to choose who is getting the inheritance.
Yeah, of course. I look up to your father, and I care more about the fact that he's letting me run his business. Let's hope for his recovery. Because there's no way I can take over right now.
What's the matter with you? Didn't we promise to work things out together? I wish that my dad will get better, but make him happy taking over the company.
I agree with you. Will do.
Anyways, can you explain everything to your mom before it's too late? When are you going to send me the inheritance? Hurry up! Do you not know what you've done during the funeral? Nothing? You were laughing and cheering his death during the funeral in front of our whole family who was crying. You're a piece of shit. Oh, come on, don't be rude. Who's the rude one here? You know what? I don't want to see your face ever again. Do you want Justin to divorce you? Are you threatening me? Didn't Justin talk to you about this? Oh, who cares about that? It's going to be a problem if you don't deposit money to my account because I have used quite a lot. On what? Well, I went on a shopping spree and bought a house. A house? Are you serious? Just deposit to my account, damn it! Won't do because you did something unforgivable. Ugh, are you still pissed? Will you not be if I apologize? I am so sorry for cheering and laughing at the funeral. There, I apologized. Send it to me immediately. I actually just donated it all to charity. What? We donated all of it to organizations for underprivileged children. Charity? What are you talking about? What happened to my money? It's not your money. Plus, didn't I say that you're not even going to get a penny? You're joking, right? Why would I joke about it? I talked to my dad before he passed, and he said that you won't get any. Why did you donate without my permission? What will happen to my money then? I told you 1,000,000 times already that you will not get any. Plus, I just said it's not your money, you self-centered old broad. I just wanted to live peacefully after retirement. Oh, why is this happening? I'm also in debt, so I need the money. Okay, and? Do you not understand what I said? I'm going to get endless calls from the debt collector. They might even show up at my house. Are you enjoying making me suffer? This is all your fault, you know. Justin just told me that he's tired of you. Don't you guys want to help me? We're a family. No, we're not. We talked about you, actually, and agreed to cut ties. What? That's good for you because you don't need to see me anymore. How am I supposed to enjoy life from now on? I'm not getting money, plus my own son is going to cut ties with me. Why are you asking a stranger? I really don't care how you will end up. Excuse me, don't you love me? I'm your mother-in-law. Do you think I can forgive a person who laughed and cheered during my dad's funeral? I already apologized about it. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you donate to me, too? I'd rather use the money than donate it to you. Please help me. Don't leave me. I'm having a hard time since my husband passed, so if you two leave me, I'm screwed. Let me see. You talk down on me and lash out on me from the day I got married to Justin, and acting that way at my dad's funeral? I mean, who wants someone like you? Are you really going to leave me? Yes. Oh, we're actually going to be taking over my dad's company overseas, so we're going to be moving there. Overseas? Yes, so deal with everything by yourself, okay? Good luck! Bye! Since she spent too much money, she had to sell the house and ended up working a rather dangerous job. She tried to ask Justin for help but couldn't reach him, so she has to work her butt off every day. On the other hand, we're developing overseas business while doing charitable work and living peacefully. Her life is not the way it turned out to be, but this is the result of her own actions. Karma is a bitch.
Melanie, what are you up to today? I'm at your house now, but my son tells me that you're coming home late tonight. Would you please make an effort to come home earlier so that I can see you today? I'm trying to finish up work and I'll be at home as soon as I'm done. Please don't be angry with me. I have to get this done today. Don't use work as an excuse to avoid seeing me. Work is not an excuse, but you have a point. I don't want to see you given the choice. You're always so mean to me. The last time that you came over, you spilled sugar on the floor on purpose. Do you know how many ants came into our dining room because of that? Well, it's your fault for not wiping up the floors right away. And how dare you say that I spilled the sugar on purpose? I mean, who does that? My hand slipped, that's all. I was watching you. You picked up the container of sugar, opened the lid, and spilled the contents onto the floor. Your hand did not slip. I love how you make up such ridiculous excuses. I know that you can be pretty mean to me at times, but I still like you nonetheless. But sometimes you get carried away. Enough chatting. I need you to come home and make dinner for us. You're not going to make John prepare dinner, are you? He's more than happy to make dinner tonight. In fact, he offered. It makes sense too because I'm still at work. You don't know how John really feels. You pressure him into doing things. He can't say no to you. Besides, as his wife, isn't it your job to prepare the meals? What world are you living in? It's completely normal for men to cook. Whoever said that it was a woman's job to prepare all the meals? Besides, men who cook are really popular with the ladies. That's just what young men are saying because they can't stand up to their girlfriends or wives. What happened to traditional rules like the woman taking care of the house for her husband? Look, we no longer live in a world where women are expected to stay at home and take care of their houses and their husbands. I'm so glad that the rules for women have changed for the better. John doesn't expect me to do all the housework on my own, so I have time to relax whenever I want to. I don't know why John chose someone like you to marry. You say that you're busy with work, but how come you have the time to be texting me right now? I told my boss that my mother-in-law was texting me, so he allowed me to respond, but he's getting impatient with me. Well, get back to work then. I'm so ashamed to have you as my daughter-in-law. I don't think that I'm such a bad wife to John. You, on the other hand, you're a terrible mother-in-law. You're always nagging me and trying to make my life miserable. I'm trying to make you happy too, so please don't be so hard on me. Okay, whatever. I've given up on getting you to prepare dinner for us tonight. I'll make dinner tonight. Are you excited? Why the sudden change in your mood? I don't get it. John already agreed to make dinner for us, so why don't you let him? John came home from work tired. I can't ask him to make dinner. I'm nice, so I'll have dinner ready for you too. Once you get home, we can all sit down for dinner. That sounds nice, but you do know that I'm allergic to wheat, right? What? I had no idea. Well, now you know. I'm allergic to wheat, so there are certain foods that I can't eat. I'm sure that I told you about it before. I thought that you just didn't like wheat. I didn't think that it was an actual food allergy. You shouldn't be so picky about what you want to eat and what you don't. So you think that I'm lying about my food allergy? Why in the world would I do something like that? I hope that you're not going to force me to eat wheat. That would be crazy, even for you. Of course I wouldn't do that. I'm not a monster. I know how dangerous food allergies can be. But in your case, it's not an allergy. You just don't like to eat wheat. You've got it all wrong. I really am allergic to wheat. I have some blood test results if you don't believe me. And I don't believe you. When are you gonna stop lying about having a food allergy? I've seen a photo of you eating bread. That bread was made with rice flour, and it doesn't contain any wheat. That's why I was able to eat that bread. I I've never heard of bread without wheat. You must be making this up. And I've seen you eat other things that contain wheat, like fried chicken, for instance. I substitute rice flour for the wheat flour so that I can eat all those foods. How can you not know this? You've been a housewife for how many years now? Are you making fun of me? You know what? I'm going to prove to everyone that you're lying about your wheat allergy. I don't know why this is such a big deal to you. And why can't you be nicer to me? If you don't believe me, please ask John. He knows the truth. I'm not going to bother John with such a silly question. And I don't want him to know that his wife was lying about her food allergy either. I don't want him doubting you for something so small. Then why don't you take a look at my blood test results? That will clear up this misunderstanding. I bet you falsified your blood test results. It's easy to do that nowadays with all the technology that's out there. But why in the world would I do that? What's in it for me? I really need to get back to work now. My manager is not happy that I've been texting you all this time. Well, I'm not going to forgive you for deceiving John and I. None of this is my fault, and I didn't do anything wrong. And I don't enjoy arguing with you either. I wish we got along better. And I know that you spilled milk on me on purpose this morning. Because of it, I was late to work. Well, you should have given yourself more time to get ready for work. Then you wouldn't have been late over spilled milk. Don't blame everything on me. Well, you're clearly to blame. This isn't fair to me. And it's natural to want to stay in bed as long as possible. I was really tired too. I'll be waiting for you with dinner ready on the table. Come home as soon as you can, okay? Okay, see you then. A few hours later. I can't believe that you went as far as calling an ambulance tonight. It looks like you got over your distaste for wheat tonight. You should be grateful to me. 30 minutes later. How long are you gonna keep ignoring me? I know that you're trying to make a big deal out of this by ignoring me, but it's not working. You're not going to fool me with your lies. The wheat allergy is not the only thing that you lied about. Why did you lie about your allergy in the first place? You were fine when I made you eat a piece of bread.
Melanie is in a coma now because of what you did to her!
What? How did that happen? She was perfectly fine a few hours ago.
What the hell were you thinking? This is not a game! Melanie has a serious food allergy, and you made her eat some bread when I wasn't looking! How could you?
John, what do you mean about Melanie being in a coma? Melanie's just pretending. Don't let her fool you.
Did it look like she was acting to you? Because it sure didn't look that way to me. Now she's in the hospital. This is serious. I told you many times that she had a wheat allergy. Why would you bring over some bread when you knew that?
But I've seen her eating bread before, so I thought that it would be okay. I didn't think that she was actually allergic to wheat.
The bread that Melanie was eating was made with rice flour.
She did mention that to me too, but I thought that she was making it all up.
Melanie is really allergic to wheat. Even a small amount can be lethal to her. I can't believe that you forced her to eat bread with wheat in it. What were you thinking? She's in a coma, and I don't know if she's ever going to wake up. How could you do this to her?
But I didn't. Melanie is always lying, so I assumed that it was another one of her lies. It's not my fault that I didn't believe what she was saying to me.
I know that Melanie makes stupid jokes, like telling us that she came home riding a wild boar, but she would never joke about something like this. She likes to joke around, but that doesn't make her a liar. She's the most honest person I know, and I'm sure that you feel the same way.
Well, she made it difficult for me to differentiate between her jokes and her lies.
There's no point in me wasting my time talking to you. That's not going to make Melanie any better.
John, I'm sorry about what happened to Melanie, but it wasn't my fault. I would never do anything to hurt Melanie intentionally, let alone you.
So, you were doing Melanie a favor when you shoved a piece of bread into her mouth? You make me sick. I'm ashamed to be related to you. I'm going to get back at you for what you did to Melanie. You better watch out.
John, can we please talk about this face to face? I'm really sorry about Melanie. You have to believe me.
Shut up. I'm going to tell the police about what you did to Melanie.
Why would you involve the police? This is a family matter.
Well, I no longer consider you to be my family. Melanie is my only family as far as I'm concerned.
Please don't say that.
If you're still at my house, I want you to leave. I never want to see your face again.
But it's the middle of the night. How am I supposed to get home? And it's not like you to threaten me like this. What's gotten into you?
Do you not understand the seriousness of what you've done to Melanie? You committed attempted murder! And the worst part of it all is that you don't even feel bad about what you've done. All you do is keep making excuses for yourself. Now get out of my house!
But A few days later.
Melanie, are you feeling better? I'm so relieved that you came out of your coma. I was so worried about you.
I'm fine now. Thank you. I can't believe that I was in a coma for a few days, though. I guess I'm tougher than I look.
I'm so happy that you're back to being your old self.
What happened with your mother?
I'm furious with her, because she doesn't seem to realize the gravity of the situation and what she did to you. She's making up all these excuses to not make herself look bad.
I see. I can imagine her doing that.
Well, we never have to see her again. I told her that I wanted nothing to do with her. I'm really sorry that I let my crazy mother do this to you. You didn't deserve any of it.
You don't need to apologize, Sean. You didn't do anything wrong.
But I should have been the one to stop her. I had no idea that she would do something so terrible to you. I knew that things between the two of you weren't going well. I should have stepped in sooner and not let this continue for so long.
Don't beat yourself up over this. I know that you did your best to protect me from your mother. I really did want to get along with her. I'm bummed that things didn't turn out well.
Well, I won't ever forgive my mom for what she did to you.
You're absolutely right. She went too far this time and she needs to pay for her actions.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
A few more days later. John? Are you really not speaking to me anymore?
Don't text me. I'm sure that my lawyer told you that we only communicate through him.
I don't have a job or a place to live right now, and I could really use your help. I'm staying in a hotel right now, but I'm starting to run out of money. I can only stay for another 2 nights.
By the way, I used to pay for your smartphone bills, but not anymore. You're on your own now.
Oh,
Thanks for reminding me about that. I need to make sure that the company knows to get in touch with you regarding your bill. I wouldn't want to make the mistake of continuing to pay for your bills.
but if I can't afford to pay my bills, they'll stop my phone.
Well, that's not my problem, is it? Do you really need a smartphone, though? No one wants to talk to you anymore.
Please don't be so cruel to me. You're still my son. Please don't be so cold to me. I'll apologize to Melanie again if that's what it takes to get you to forgive me.
Are you sure that you're not just going to make up more excuses as to why this wasn't your fault?
Well,
And if you really feel so bad, you would be on the phone to Melanie right now, apologizing. You know that Melanie recovered from her coma, yet you haven't reached out to her once. I bet that deep down, you blame Melanie for all this. You don't feel bad about what you did to her.
that's not true. You have to believe me.
I have nothing else to say to you. Please, stop texting me. We're going to sue you for what you did to Melanie, so you better start saving up.
I don't have a job. How am I supposed to do that? Do you expect me to borrow money from somewhere?
Yes, I do. I have no pity for you. This is all your fault. Bye now.
Wait! 10 minutes later. Melanie, it's Miranda. I hope that it's not too late for me to apologize to you about what happened. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Are you texting me because your own son blocked you? I don't want to hear your empty apologies. I really mean it when I say that I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I just had a hard time opening up to you and being honest with you. I regret the way that I treated you, and I'm deeply, deeply sorry. I'm sure that your life isn't going to be easy from now on, but you'll pay us the money that you owe us, right? That's the least you can do to show us that you're really sorry. Melanie, I don't have a job and my family and friends are not speaking to me anymore. Can't you just let this go? I told you how sorry I am. No, I can't. I'll be waiting for your payments. I've got to go now. Bye. I'm in a lot of trouble and I need your help. I went to the hospital yesterday and they told me that I was depressed. I need my family to get through this. I see. But I don't believe a word that you're telling me. You just want me to pity you. I can give you the documents from my doctor if you don't believe me. A doctor's certificate? Isn't that something you could easily falsify using a computer? After John kicked his mother out of the house, Miranda ended up homeless. And she still had to pay an enormous amount of money to me because of what she did to me. She ended up borrowing thousands of dollars in order to pay me. I thought that she would come see John and I to rebut it, but it seemed that she no longer had the energy to fight back. In the end, she moved to the countryside to run away from the loan sharks that were chasing her to pay back the money that she had borrowed. John and I are doing really well. Ever since that incident with his mother, John has been even more careful about the food that I eat so that something like that doesn't ever happen to me again. I can see that he really cares about me a lot,